daughters. Her oldest daughter was named Mona, her middle daughter was named Belle, and her youngest daughter was named Beauty. One day she thought,
my business is not going very well. I almost have no money left. How are we going to survive? And the girls don't even know that our situation keeps getting worse every single day. I have no decision what to do with this instead. I must go on that business trip, for it's my only hope. I have to tell the girls I just hope they understand.
the next day she talked to her daughters about her trip.
Girls, I'm leaving tomorrow. Will you bring me something? Of course. What would you like? I have always wanted a bright dress. I don't want to look so beautiful in it. I will bring it. And what about you, Val? Well, I would want a genuine permanent sleeve, Mother. Very well. And you, Beauty? I don't want anything, Mother. I just don't want you to leave. I will miss you. Come on, Beauty. You know I have to go to this business trip. You may lose everything we have. I don't care. You're fine. I know that, but it's my responsibility to take care of all of us. I promised to your father before he died. Now tell me, what would you like me to bring you? Just bring me a rose. A rose? A rose! Yes, a simple rose. One beautiful rose. It will be a very special rose. Just for you, my precious daughter. It's getting late. I'll see you in the morning. Good night, Mother.
Next day, early in the morning, Alberta was ready to leave. She and Beauty were outside her home loading the horse.
I will miss you, Mother. I will miss you too, Beauty. Where are your sisters? They are still sleeping. Well, I don't know if I can wait for you to wake up. Just tell them I said goodbye. When I think when you'll be back, I'm not sure, but I'll be back as soon as I finish up. Goodbye, Mother. Careful. I love you. Goodbye.
Alberta got on her horse and rode away. A few days later, after she finished her business, she set off for home. When she was riding through the woods, a sudden storm blew up.
Oh no, I have to find a safe place to stay. Or the horse and I could die.
She noticed a bright light shining in the middle of the forest.
I see a light. I will go there.
She rode her horse until she saw a castle.
I hope you can go to here for the night.
When she reached the door, she saw it was open.
Hello? Hello? I need help. Is anybody here?
She decided to enter. She saw a table in the main hall, and a splendid dinner lay ready served.
Oh, I'm starving. But oh, what a magnificent meal. I guess I will just eat this.
When she finished eating, she decided to walk around the castle a bit. She said,
Hello? Hello?
but no one answered.
This is so strange. There's nobody here. But oh, what magnificent rooms and halls. And that bed. It looks so inviting. I will just rest there for a little while.
And she fell fast asleep. When she woke next morning, an unknown hand had placed a mug of steaming coffee and some fruit by her bedside.
Oh, who has done this? It looks so delicious.
She had breakfast. Then she went downstairs hoping to thank her host, but there was nobody in sight.
This is still so strange. There's still no one here.
She went toward the garden where she had left her horse tethered to a tree when she suddenly saw a large rose bush.
Oh, these roses, they look so beautiful. They remind me of my daughter Beauty. I'll pick a rose just for her.
But when she bent down to pick a rose, instantly out of the rose garden sprang a horrible beast wearing splendid clothes. Two bloodshot eyes gleaming angrily glared at her, and a deep, terrifying voice growled.
Ungrateful woman! I gave you shelter. You waited at my table and slept in my own bed. And the things I get is the theft of my favorite flowers. You deserve to die.
Trembling with fear, Alberta fell on her knees and said,
Forgive me. Just please don't kill me. This rose, it wasn't for me. It was for my daughter Beauty. I promise I'll bring her back a rose for my Johnny.
I'll forgive you on one condition.
What condition? Any condition.
That you bring me your daughter. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
If you do, I will find you.
I promise I won't.
Alberta left the castle, and when she reached home in tears, her three daughters ran to greet her. After she had told them of her dreadful adventure, Beauty said,
Dear mother, I
Alberta left the castle. When she reached home in tears, her three daughters ran to greet her. After she had told them of her dreadful adventure, Beauty said,
Dear mother, I do anything for you. Don't worry, you'll be able to keep the promise and save your life. Oh, Beauty, I'm so sorry. But thank you for saving my life. Why don't we tell someone? Yes, why does Beauty tell us at all? Beauty said if I said anything, and I mean anything about this, that he won't find me. No, mother, take me to the castle. Absolutely. Oh, please save me.
That night, Beauty and her mother were on the way to the castle. They were approached by some guardsmen from the town.
Greeting, Miss Alberta. Where are you and Beauty off to Salt Lake? Yes. It is not safe for you and the young to be out here by yourselves. You see, we just go now for a walk. Yeah, I cannot sleep, and my mother would just take me for a walk to Paris. Yes, that's right, gentlemen. It's nothing to concern yourself with. Good night, ma'am. Good night. Now, they're up. And that's my window. Let's follow them to see what they're up to.
Meanwhile, Beauty and Alberta arrived to the castle. Once again, the door was already open. When they entered, the beast was waiting for them.
Good evening. I see that you kept your promise.
I said I would.
Is she your daughter? The one that asked you for a rose?
Yes. That's the one.
Welcome to my castle, Beauty.
How do you know my name?
Your mother told me your name.
As soon as she met the beast, she was scared to look at him, but noticed that he had kind eyes, and she said to her mother,
I'm so afraid of the beast. I have to stay away from it. Even though he may be nice.
Then the beast told Alberta.
It's time for you to go.
But
I said go!
Alberta hugged her daughter and left. As she was leaving, she was captured by the guardsmen.
there she is. Yeah! Wait! Help!
Back at the castle, the beast said,
Don't be afraid, Beauty. You'll be very comfortable here. I'm just going to find a tree. Please follow me.
the beast took Beauty to her room, and she said,
Thank you. It's my goodness. But if you don't mind, I'll love you.
Sure, give me some rest. Good night.
The next day and the following days, they hardly spoke to each other. Beauty only sat for hours embroidering in the front of the fire, and the beast would sit hours silently looking at her. The days passed, and Beauty and the beast became good friends. Then, one day, the beast said,
We have spent so many days together, and I've had wonderful conversations. Now, it's time for me to ask you to marry me.
taken by surprise, Beauty did not know what to say.
This is a surprise for me. I really don't know what to say.
But Beauty did not want to marry such an ugly monster. But she did not want to hurt the feelings of one who, after all, had been kind to her. And she remembered, too, that she owed it her own life as well as her mother's.
I'm sorry, but I can't say yes. I'd like to, but
It's okay. I'm not offended by you.
Life went on as usual. Then, one day, the beast gave Beauty a magic mirror.
oh, thank you for the present. When I look in the mirror, I can see my family following.
Now you won't be alone.
Beauty stared at her family for distant hours. Then she began to feel worried. One day, the beast found her crying beside the magic mirror.
What's wrong?
My mother is very sick. Oh, how I wish I could see her again before it's too late.
No! You will never leave this castle.
Oh, please, I need to see her.
Well, only if you come back in 7 days' time. I'll let you go
left the castle immediately. When she arrived at her mother's home, her sisters and mother were waiting for her.
Oh, Beauty, I miss you so much. Me too, Mother, but I thought you were sick. The beast gave me a magical mirror to let me see you guys. Oh, Beauty, I'm okay now. I know all about the magic mirror. I pretended I was sick with the hope that the beast will let you go and come back home with us.
Just then, the guardsman walked in.
Hello, Beauty. We hope you're okay and the beast didn't hurt you. How do you know about the beast? I told them.
Alberta then explained to Beauty that the men captured her when she was leaving the castle, and she had to tell them about the beast in order for them to release her.
Don't worry, we just know the beast now. Please don't hurt him. He has been so kind to me. Kind? I doubt. No, don't say that. I'm like it. That's I spent many wonderful hours with the beast. He's so kind. He's good to me. Don't worry, we'll take care of everything now. Oh, Beauty, I'm so sorry for what I did to you. I feel so guilty. Leaving you in that castle with that horrible dreadful beast.
One night, Beauty woke up from a terrible nightmare.
Oh, I had this horrible nightmare. I dreamt that the beast was dying. He was calling me. Come back, come back. I have to go immediately. Beauty, you can't go. He is dangerous. No, he isn't. He loves me. I have to go.
She packed her clothes and ran out of the house immediately. She hurried towards the castle. When she arrived to the castle, she rushed up the stairs calling,
Beast, beast, where
but
are
there was
you?
no reply. Then she went to the garden where she found the beast lying on the ground, tied up in rope with his eyes closed.
Don't die, don't die. What have they done to you? I'll marry you.
At these words, a miracle took place. The beast's ugly face turned magically into the face of a handsome young man.
But I'm ready now. Oh, how I've been longing for this moment. I was suffering in silence and couldn't tell my private secret. An evil witch turned me into a monster, and only the love of a maiden willing to accept me who I was could turn me back into my real self. My dearest, I'll be so happy if you'll marry me.
Yes, I'll marry you.
The wedding took place shortly after, and from that day on, the young prince would have nothing but roses in his garden. And that is why, to this day, the castle is known as the Castle of Roses.